Previous session we have discussed about this absolute XPath and relative XPath using attributes, right? Yes. Let me continue with that. Mm, When it comes to the point of XPath is of two types. One is absolute XPath and relative XPath. Again, in relative XPath, there are different kinds. One is attribute, text function contains text and contains attributes. First, we have went with attributes. That is nothing but, let me go to krninformatics.com/sample.html. If you want to identify any element, what I will be doing here, right click, inspect. Is there anyone who are affecting with cyclone apart from Bangalore in this batch? No. Now, if I want to identify double forward slash input open brace at the rate type id equal to uname, I will be using one attribute, or else I will be using multiple attributes, or else I will be using objecting concept. For example, if I want to identify this particular element, right click, inspect. If I use name equal to gender here, name equal to gender, it shows two matching nodes. Imagine that if there is no id, in that case I will be making it as an object. I will be making it as an object and I am taking the second one. I am taking the second one. I am taking the second one. This is what I am doing. But if the in between this male and female radio button, if they implement one more radio button, this XPath won't, this objecting concept won't work out. First try with one attribute, if not multiple attributes. If not, in worst case, you have to use objecting concept. Okay. Out of all the 8 element locators, most widely we will use XPath only. That too, we will use relative XPath using attributes only. But if we find any elements with some text, for example, this Google link is having some text. This Google link is having some text. Sir, how can I come to know that whether this is having some text? Right click on this, inspect. Right click on this, inspect. This is the source code. This is the source code. There is a proper opening A tag and proper closing A tag, and in between if there is some text, in that case I can go with text function. There is a proper opening A tag, proper closing A tag, and in between there is some text. In that case I can go with text function. If there is a proper opening A and proper closing, not only A, any tag which opens and closes in between if there is some text, and in that case I can go with text function. For example, let me go to this online.actitime.com. Here I need to identify this, please identify yourself. Is it possible to identify this, please identify yourself by using text function? Is it possible to identify this, please identify yourself by using text function? That's my goal. Is it yes or no? Don't tell blindly yes or no. First do right click, inspect, tell that answer. If they ask in the interview also, right click, inspect. There is a proper opening TD tag, proper closing TD tag is there, and in between there is some text. In that case I can go with text function. In that case I can go with text function. Can I identify this login button by using text function, guys? Can right click, inspect. Yes, right click, inspect. The blue highlighted one is the source code. Is it possible to identify this element by using text function?
Yes, because
yes, there is a proper opening and closing. Yes. In between there is some text, so that I can use text function. Can I identify this login button by using text function? Can I identify this login button by using text function?
Okay, we have to inspect first.
Right click and inspect. Yes, this is the source code. Can I use text function in this case?
No.
No, there is no proper closing here. If there is a proper opening, closing, and in between there is some text, in that case I can go with text function. Shafi, do you have any doubts, Shafi? Mute your microphone. Now, relative XPath, we have finished the first example, that is using attributes. Second one using text function. Take down this syntax. Without any reasons, if you unmute and simply disturb the class, I will just remove you. That is what I will do going further also. If you tell my network is not good, sir, my laptop has issues and all those things, I cannot adjust all those things, please. It will be disturbance for others. Nikki, mute your microphone. Nikki, are you there? Let me remove you. I will remove from the class if you simply disturb the class without any reasons, whoever it might be. If you are done, let me know as done. We will move to the examples.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now I want to identify this Google link. How? Right click, inspect. Right click, inspect. సర్లే వదిలేసి నువ్వు చేసేది యాజ్ యూజువల్ లోకల్లో చెయ్యి. నేను అయిపోయి నుంచి మామూలుగా వేరే పెట్టుకున్నాడు కదా టాబ్లెట్స్ తినేసిందా నేను చూస్తాను. నువ్వు నువ్వు 3 పేజీలు చేసేసి మిగతా 5 పేజీలు నేను రేపు తర్వాత ఇచ్చేస్తాను రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్. కంటెంట్ అవును కావాలా, నువ్వు ఇలేదు, నేను వేరే వాళ్ళు చూస్తాను. ఇంక నీకు దగ్గర లేదేమనుకున్నాను. నాకు ఇచ్చేసి రేపు చేస్తాను. నేను వేరే వాళ్ళతో కూడా మాట్లాడున్నాను. మెసేజ్ పెట్టు, ఇతరులు యువ బేస్డ్ చూసి చేయాలి నేను. Sorry guys. Double forward slash a text function is equal to value. Text function is nothing but value, is nothing but Google. This is the XPath. Further, take down this into your notes.
Done, sir.
Yes. I need to identify this. Please identify yourself. Right click, inspect. Double forward slash text function td text function is equal to Value is nothing but please identify yourself. I have to give exact small letters, capital letters, everything. Then only you will be able to identify. Or else you will not. See, instead of small f also, if you give capital F, it won't identify. Exactly you have to give. If you give one space extra also, it won't. Okay. Anyhow, I have identified the. But if there are two, please identify yourself. One at the top and one at the bottom. One more you have. If it is showing two matching nodes, then what you will do? Making it as an object that should be used in worst case scenarios. What you can do in this case, in the sense, and at the rate id equal to header container, header container. That's it. Take down the. I can use one attributes and one text function also. I can use both at a time. That's not a problem. Take down this. Have you completed?
Done, sir. Done.
Okay. Now I want to identify this login button. How to identify this login button? Can you tell me what is the XPath to identify this login button? Double forward slash div text function is equal to login. Okay, let me copy this and paste it here. But I am not able to identify why. What is the reason? Why I am not able to identify?
Some extra spaces.
Extra one space is there. I have to give that space. Then only you will be able to identify. You have to give exact spaces, spelling, special characters, everything. Okay, now that is what you have to do. Just a minute. Sir, నమస్తే సార్ కొద్ది మీటింగ్ లో ఒక హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ తర్వాత చేయనా సార్ ఏమన్నా అర్జెంటా సార్ ఓకే ఓకే సరే సార్ మళ్ళీ చేస్తా సార్ లాగిన్ Okay. Now, mm, see, I want to identify this Google link, but if developer wants to bring this Google link to the middle of the page, he will give lot of spaces and smartly he will bring it to the middle of the page. In that case, can I keep on counting how many spaces are there and give those many number of spaces before or after whatever if developer has given? Is it good to do that? Yes or no, guys?
No, sir.
No, that's not good to do. Okay. Okay, it's not good. If it sometimes there will be a lengthy text here, click here to open the Google page, like that some lengthy text will be there. Is it good to give that lengthy text here? No, it's not that good to give that lengthy text. If the text is too lengthy, or else if it has some spaces, we cannot use that lengthy text or spaces. That's why there is an alternate which came up, that is contains text. Third, take down third option, using contains text. Take down this syntax. Sorry. Take down this.
Done, sir.
Okay. See, by default, when you do right click and inspect right, if that element has some text, go with text. If the text is too lengthy, go with contains text, or else go with attributes. First preference, don't give for attributes. That's the order how you have to take. Okay. Now, let me see this. Now here itself, let me see this. Double forward slash a contains text function comma goo. Go. I am not giving the complete text also, GO or else OOG, or else I can give GLE, any text inside that it matters. See, if you are giving text function is an Exact pattern match function. Text function is an exact pattern match function, whereas contains text matches a part of phrase in it. Text function is an exact. Let me give you that notes also for you. Text function is an exact pattern match function, whereas contains text matches a part of phrase in it. That's the difference between text function and contains text function.
Sir, I have a query.
Yeah.
So, the part of like it, any dimension or any size is defined or
No, no, there is no size, nothing size is defined. Anything which matches with that, it will. Okay.
okay.
Okay. Okay, take down this example. Okay, now let me go to this. Any example, I can go to this example. Please identify yourself. Right click inspect. Please identify yourself. Is there right here? Double forward slash td contains text function, comma, identify identify okay, this I can give either please or identify or anything I can give. Take down this into your notes. These examples you have to sit and practice, guys. Until unless you sit and practice,
Done, sir.
Done. Now let me go to flipkart.com. In this flipkart.com, let me log in into this. Wait. I want to identify the I want to identify this bricker jumbo mixer grinder, this big one. How? Right click inspect. By default, right click and inspect. When I do right click and inspect, if the text is quite lengthy, first, which kind of XPath is better suitable? Right click inspect. There is a proper opening A tag and proper closing tag, and in between there is some text, so that I can go with text. But the text seems to be quite lengthy. In that case, I can go with contains text. Let me go with contains text. Double forward slash A contains. That you have to judge which kind of XPath is better suitable. Text function, comma, bricker, jumbo mixer. A short text in it is enough. Yes, this is the XPath for that. Take down this into your notes. Based on the situation, we have to use which kind of XPath to be implemented and identify that element and all those. Okay, now based on the situation, we have to use that appropriate one. Now, um, what is the alternate for text function? Alternate for text function is contains text function. Alternate for text function is contains text. What is the alternate for attributes? Alternate for attributes is contains attributes. Okay. Take down in the existing diagram whatever you have, take down that, and then take down the fourth heading using contains attributes. Okay, now I want to identify this username text box. Right click inspect. Imagine that if the attribute value is quite lengthy, in that case I can go with contains attributes. Double forward slash input open brace at the rate id sorry contains. Imagine that if that id attribute value is quite lengthy, in that, see, whenever you use contains, right, either contains text or contains attributes, use comma, don't use equal to. That you don't forget it. Most of the people does gives equal to and keep on complaining me, sir, it's not working, it's not working. Take down this. Okay, now let me go to this gsmarena.com and I want to identify this tab A9 plus. This is the source code. SRC is one attribute and title is, there is no text here. If there is text, I can go with text or contains text. But there is no text, so that I cannot go with text or contains text. I have to go with attributes. There are two attributes. One is SRC attribute and another one is title attribute. SRC attribute and title attribute. In that case, what I can do, I can use both the attributes values are quite lengthy. In that case, I can go with contains attributes, double forward slash img open brace contains at the rate src comma tab a9 plus. Take down this into your.
It is not case sensitive because
It's
here
case
we use
sensitive.
small a
No, where I have used small a.
in example. So
In
that
which example I am asking? Tab A9 is a is small only, right?
okay, one a here also you are
I
saying
have used which attribute I have used? I had used SRC attribute. In SRC, what is the
sure
A?
a small a.
Hmm. It's case sensitive.
Yeah, that's only I
Hmm.
think. Is it case sensitive or
Yes, it's case sensitive. Value is case sensitive always. Take down this. By using any one of these four kinds of XPaths, we should be able to identify any element in a web page. Any element in a web page can be identified by this. See, by using this absolute XPath and relative XPath using attributes, text function, contains text and contains attributes, we are going to start learning about a new kind of XPath. Okay, that is called XPath for dynamic elements that we will be learning in tomorrow's class. But before that, I will be asking